Okay, hello everybody, this is Big Bang Crypto. My name is Sam and welcome to another episode. And this one is really important because for the first time it seems like we're seeing some signs of a trend reversal. Now this is the weekly chart on Bitfinex, and what I want to show you right here is that the current weekly bar, this one, is looking like a bottoming tail bar. And usually when you have something like this after such a period of a downwards trend, there is a high probability that from here on we won't see a lower low and start moving upwards. Now this doesn't mean that we're just going to push through every resistance up there, but it means that for the next days and week it is likely to see Bitcoin stopping this downwards trend line and starting to move upwards again to start the second wave at some point, because as you may know, a part of the four wave theory is that in every bull market we have two waves before the halving and two waves after the halving. All right, and this one right here, the current wave, this is the first wave, and honestly this is such an amazing first wave. I mean, 350%. This is just crazy. But also the reason why we're seeing this very long downwards trend. But like I said, we're seeing this bottoming tail bar right here, and when you see something like this, a trend reversal is likely. And something else is that the 20 simple moving average on the weekly chart is currently at $9,000 approximately. All right, and this is the same point where we have our big resistance line, this one right here, which is pushing us downwards since we reached $14,000 at the end of June. All right? And normally, or it is likely, let's say it this way, it is likely when you have a bottoming tail bar, which is below the 20 moving average, so you have a wide distance, then it is very likely to see the price coming back to this 20 moving average and retesting it. All right, and then we will see if it is resistance, or maybe we're able to push through and then use it as support. All right, so whenever the price is too far away from the 20 moving average, price snaps back and comes back to this point. Like here, for example, we're too far away. Look what happened. We just come back and retest it. Or here, all right, look at this. I mean, through this whole movement, we're getting more and more away from this 20 moving average, and then we just come back and look what happens. All right, and currently, like you can see, it is resistance. We're not able to make it above, but like I said, now again we have a really nice distance, and we have this bottoming tail bar like this one. All right, guys, so be careful. It is like this one. All right, look what we're getting right here. So I think it is very likely to see a really nice upwards movement during the next days. I mean, it's the last week of this year, so I wouldn't be surprised if we see some really nice action, because some people want to take profit and then see Bitcoin failing to move above this downwards trend line about at this point, so at $9,000, and people taking out the profit, and then Bitcoin will start to fight with this downwards trend line, and at some point, and yeah, I told you, I think this will be at the end of January, beginning of February, we will be able to move above this this resistance line. But if I'm wrong and it happens sooner, then guys, you should know, just connect this point and this point right here so you can get this downwards trend line, and then you know what you have to watch out for. And like I told you, this chart is also available for you on the Discord channel. I put a link up there, and so you can use it. It's really helpful, so please join our Discord channel. And by the way, this is our Discord channel, and this is my technical analysis channel right here, where I post everything that I see is important. So for example, last Friday I posted this chart and told you guys that it looks like we're breaking out of the bull flag. Possible target $8,000, but first we have to get above $7,500, and then this is the important information that I'm just giving you in this video. But as you can see, you could have read this. You could read this information yesterday when I just thought, all right, now I have to bring this out to the guys, because it looks like we're getting a bottoming tail bar, right? And here's some other things when I see bullish divergence and stuff like this. I mean, as you can see today, Bitcoin is really starting to move higher at the moment. On the Bitfinex chart, we're at $7,352, and I think we started somewhere at 7,150, maybe something like that. So yeah, when I see signs, I just post them in the Discord channel so that you can know. Now, something else I want to show you is the monthly chart, because it's also telling us something really, really important. Oh, by the way, because I forgot it, back to the weekly. As you can see on the weekly, guys, look at this topping tail bar. So it's just the opposite of what we're seeing right here. So this bar right here told us, hey guys, we will go down. It is very, very likely, and we're far away from the 20 moving average. Look at this. So we just came down, and yeah, you know the rest. So it's very important to watch out for this bars. And look at this one, for example. This one is telling us, hey, there is a chance for us to move higher. So as you can see, we didn't fall below this opening point of this bar, and so it was very likely that we will move higher. And then again, we got this topping tail bar, told us, hey, be careful, we might go down. And now we're getting the opposite. So like I said, I think it's very likely that we will move upwards from here. Now on the monthly chart, and this is really important, guys, because here you can also see that it is changing. All right, the bars are changing. They are telling us a different story, guys. And now look at this. I mean, all these first bars after reaching $14,000, guys, all these bars are telling us the sellers are in control, the bears are in control because of this wicks. So as you can see, price was up there, but then the sellers came and pushed the price down. All right, look at this. And this is telling us, hey, the sellers are in control, be careful. But now, beginning by this bar and this bar, as you can see, the sellers are not that strong anymore. All right, as you can see, we have a different picture. All right, we're getting a different picture right here. Sellers are not in control anymore. And this bar right here, guys, as you can see on the monthly chart, I mean, we still have a week to go, but it also looks like a bottoming tail bar. All right, so keep that in mind. It's really, really important. And on the monthly chart, we're above the 20 MA. All right, so we have our support. This is really, really important. Really, really important to see the 20 moving average as support and not falling below it, because then it will become resistance, and this is a really bad sign, but we're above it. So on the monthly chart, we were far too away from this 20 moving average. We came down to the 20 moving average. Like I told you, just snaps back, comes back, and then we have this contact right here, but now it is support. If we see Bitcoin during the next week moving below this 20 moving average and staying there, not coming back, so I'm not talking about wicks, I'm talking about the full body of the candles, being below the 20 moving average, this is a bad sign. This is a really, really bad sign for us. So watch out for that. This is at $6,900. All right, we have to close above $6,900 during the next weeks, or let's say in 7 days. All right, this is very, very important for us, guys. All right, so this right here, and what I just told you about the bars, guys, you can use this also on the daily chart, on the 4-hourly chart, on the 1-hourly, or in the 15-minute charts, whatever. All right, the candles always tell you the same, and then focus on this moving averages. So normally I'm using the 20 moving average and the 200 moving average. I mean, we have more and more institutions in this market, so usually they always use the 200 moving average. It's such an important indicator for them, so you should also keep that an eye on that, and the 20 moving average as well. All right, I think these are very important indicators, and you have to use them, and so you can see possible resistance and support levels. Now, something else that is really important, guys, is on the daily chart. All right, it's on the daily chart. On the daily chart, as you can see, the 200 moving average is currently at $9,300, and it's the same with the 20 moving average. Whenever the distance is too big, all right, at the moment, as you can see, we're too far away from it. It just snaps back, it comes back to this, like right here. We're just too far away on the daily chart from the 200. What happens? We just come back. We just come back, and now again we have a bigger distance, and I think it's likely to see Bitcoin moving upwards to this level, to $9,000. All right, we will see if we're able to break above this level. So what I could imagine is that Bitcoin gets a wick above this and then finds resistance on this 200 moving average. It will act as resistance, as you can see. It will act as resistance in the first place. So we have to watch and see if we're able to move above $9,300. But something else that I want to show you is, I don't know how much you know about the bull elephant bars, but they're also really important indicators. For example, this one right here. This is a bull elephant bar. Now, why? I mean, guys, elephants, you know, they're really big and tall. And when you compare this bar with the other bars on the left side, as you can see, it's just the biggest of all. So this is a elephant bar, and this means something is about to happen. All right, big investors are coming into Bitcoin, buying Bitcoin at the same time, right? On the same day, because you and I, we can't have such an effect. We can only have such an effect if we're a whale, right? And so this means that one whale or more than one whale, they just bought Bitcoin at the same day, pushed the price up. That's why we have this bull elephant bar. And when you see something like this, guys, it's very likely that this will continue, all right, that this will continue. And it did. In fact, it did. We had another bull elephant bar moving up towards $10,500. But look how this bar closed. It's a topping tail bar, telling us price will move down. Price will move down, and this is exactly what happened. And also, we're far away from the 20 moving average on the daily chart, as you can see. So like I told you, price snaps back. Now, the good thing right here was that the 200 moving average acted as support right here, but as we fell below it, as you can see, we started to fall down, and then the 20 moving average acted as resistance and brought us all the way down. All the way down. But now, as you can see, after what happened right here, after this bull elephant bar, nearly 2 months later, again we have a bull elephant bar. Again, okay? Because when you compare this one to all the others on the left side, it's the biggest one of all of them. All right? And this means that it is likely to see something happen. Maybe another bull elephant bar, or even two big green bars that will bring us all the way up to this point. This could happen, so it is likely. And as you can see, what is important when we take a look at on the daily chart is that after pushing all the way up, we don't see a red bar coming all the way down and killing this bull elephant bar. No, we're staying up there, and I think we came down nearly 30% of this bull elephant bar. This is also a very good sign, and we're not falling below the low of this red bar. We're above it. As you can see, every day shows us a new higher low, and this is really important, and this is the result right here, as you can see. Now, what I would love to see is that we move higher than the top of this red bar. So On the Bitfinex chart, this is at $7,416, and look, today we came very close to it, but currently we're not seeing a new high right here compared to this one. So this would be really important to see this, and I think as soon as we're able to move above the highest point of this red bar, like I said, $7,420 approximately, it's very likely to see Bitcoin moving upwards and showing us another really nice bar. All right, so we have, like I said, a lot of signs in this chart and on different time frames that there might be some really nice bullish action through the next days and weeks. And when I take a look at this 20 moving average, as you can see right now we're above the 20 moving average. If Bitcoin is able to stay above it, and tomorrow we see that this 20 moving average is acting as support, then the chance is really high to move higher, and then, like I said, to come up to this level right here. It's very likely in the next days and weeks. So watch out for that, guys. It's really important. Now, something else that I also want to show you at the end of this video is that there are some altcoins where I think they have the potential to really show us nice gains because we're seeing the same signs. And by the way, I'm just seeing this topping tail bar, and look, after this topping tail bar near the 20 moving average, look where we came down to. All right, we just started dropping. So really important indicators for you guys. You have to use them, you have to know them. It's very important, very important. All right, or for example, this right here. All right, I mean, as you can see, we have this bottoming tail bar. Then we start moving lower. The next bar tells us, hey, the sellers are not that sure anymore. They don't know if they want to push the price down. Look at this bar right here. All right, telling us, hey, there is a chance for the price to reverse and to move upwards. And look, this is exactly what happens. So yeah, like I said, guys, the bars are telling you a story, and you have to know them and use them. All right, so let's go to the altcoins. So like I said, some of the altcoins showed us during the last days and weeks and months that when Bitcoin starts to move upwards, they just explode. Not all of them, just a few. And so I took a look at this at some charts, and I found some altcoins that I think have the potential to really show us nice gains. And I'm just going from down there. So for example, this one, Utrust. Yeah, so when you take a look at this one, it has the chance to move higher, but first it needs to break the 20 moving average, and look where the 200 is. It is so this would be, if it just moves up to this point, this is a 80-70% gain. And when we go to the weekly chart, we see something quite interesting. We're seeing a bottoming tail bar. It's really important, and we have a lot of them. So looks to me like the sellers are not sure anymore, so this one has the chance to move upwards. All right, and yeah, so take a look at that one, and this one right here is showing us the same. We have a bottoming tail bar. I wouldn't be surprised if it just starts to move higher and fight with this resistance level right here. We have to make this line like this. So if it's able to break out of this formation right here, then it could potentially go up to this point, and this would be 150%. Or go to this point right here where we have a lot of price action on the left side, and this would also be a 50% gain. Now another one that I think is really looking good, but before I take a look at PandyX, I want to show you Sealy, because I talked a lot about Sealy, and on the weekly chart, Sealy is not looking really good at the moment. I think Sealy yeah, the chance is high to see it moving lower than this right here. So yeah, be careful if you want to buy Sealy. Pondy X, guys. Look at this right here. Look at this guy right here. You know what this is? This means kamikaze. All right. This means all you have put into Pondy X. All right. So I'm not saying do it, but guys, so this really looks amazing. Really looks amazing. And this guy was telling us, hey, be careful with Pondy X. There is a big chance for it to go down. And this is exactly what happened. And now look at this. We have this guy right here, and it's moving sideways. This is really looking good to me. And if Pondy X is able to move upwards from here and follow Bitcoin, only reaching the 20 moving average on the weekly chart is 100% gain. It's 100% gain. So looks really good to me. Now this one, as you can see, look at this right here. This is telling us a reversal is coming, and this one as well. All right, it's telling us a reversal is coming. Sellers don't know if they want to push it lower than it is currently, so the chance is really high to move upwards from here. This here is the 200 moving average. All right, it's a little bit short, but yeah, it's not important. This is a 200 moving average, guys. And I mean, if we break above the 20 MA, so this means moving above $3 and then coming up to this point, this is a 240%. 240%. And like I told you, it's likely, very likely, to see them just snap back to the 200 because it's like a magnet. Stellar on the weekly chart is also looking not bad. I don't know, it's really able to move really strong, but it's not looking bad, guys. It's not looking bad, so it has a chance, but it needs to move above 6 cents, in my opinion. This one, yeah, looks really good. We have support of the 20 moving average. This is what I told you. When we have support of the 20 moving average, it's likely to see it moving upwards. So I wouldn't be surprised if this one goes all the way up to this levels right here, and this is a 50%. Dash, yeah, Dash is difficult. Honestly, Dash is a little bit difficult for me, so we don't have clear signs. I don't know. We have to wait for this one. Ethereum Classic is looking good to me. It's really looking good to me, and I think that this is the one that will follow Bitcoin. All right, and it looks like if it broke out of this very long downwards trend line, as you can see, it looks like if it finally broke out of it, I hope it can find support on it and then go back to the 20 MA. So this means on this one, only going to the 20 MA, we have 20% gains. 20% gains on this one, and if we say this is the falling wedge formation right here, so we could easily make it something like this and say we have a falling wedge formation here, then we could see something like this right here, and this means 100% for Ethereum Classic, guys. Cardano looks good to me. What we're seeing, look right here, we had the same bar and then started moving upwards, right? And if we take a look from here to here, this was a 12% nearly. All right, 12%. This bar was telling us, hey, it will go down. So look what happened, just go down. So looks good to me. So it's possible to see it going up to the 20 MA. And if this happens, this is a 27% or 25% gain on Cardano. And yeah, so This one is also interesting. As you can see, we have a bottoming tail bar right here, seems to be over. We're away from the 20 moving average. I wouldn't be surprised to see it moving upwards to this point, and then we would be at 40%. And the Binance coin, yeah, it has the potential, guys. You know what it's able to do when you see this right here. And look at this point. We have a topping tail bar telling us, hey, it is dangerous. It is dangerous. And then now we have the opposite. We have a bottoming tail bar. Nano. Look at this right here. All right, showing us the same picture. It's possible that it will move at least to the 20 moving average, and maybe even, because it looks like if it broke out of this falling wedge formation, and it's possible to see it moving up towards this levels. So this is a 150% move, guys. 150% move. So guys, I'm telling you, there is really the chance to see this guys moving upwards. And when I see this on engine, this right here, two bottoming tail bars just following each other, you know what that means? This means this thing is about to explode. We broke out of this downwards trend line, and now we're seeing two bottoming tail bars. This is the weekly chart, 2 weeks with bottoming tail bars. This is the sign that there is a very high potential for this one to move upwards. But we need to break this level. So this is the 80 moving average. Currently, we have support of the 20 moving average. This is what I just told you. All right, we need the 20 moving average as support. Then we can see something like this. And I wouldn't be surprised to see engine moving up to this level, because I mean, look at this formation. This formation is just so beautiful. Everything is just yeah. I mean, it's just perfect, right? And if we do it like this and say, hey, this has the potential to come up to this, we have 100%, and if it comes up to this levels right here, we're talking about 300% on engine. Basic attention, the same. Yeah, looking amazing to me. And what it's telling us, look at this, sellers are not sure anymore. We have a bottoming tail bar on the weekly chart. All right, look what happened when we had the same picture, it just moved up. All right, and now we're seeing the same picture again, and so I wouldn't be surprised to see basic attention token to come up at least to this downwards trend line. So this means only this move is a 30%, and if it is able to break out, then yeah, nearly 300% on basic attention token. And just let's have a look at the monthly chart. Yeah, here we can't see a really big sign for this, but the weekly chart is showing us something is about to happen. The daily chart, yeah, daily chart as well. Bottoming tail bars. Looks good to me. Looks good to me that we're about to we're away from the 200 moving average. There is a chance if we're able to move above 18 cents on this one and find support on the 20 moving average, we could really move higher to this level. Icon. If we go to the weekly chart, yeah, I mean, look at this. Look at this. So I wouldn't be surprised to see Icon move at least to the 20 moving average. This would be a 40% pump. And yeah, and if it breaks out of this formation right here, I know this looks a little bit weird, but if it breaks out of this formation, this falling channel or wedge formation, whatever, moves up to this levels, we're talking about 200%. All right, guys, that's it for today. I hope it is helpful. Please leave a like and subscribe and join our Discord channel. By the way, we have the bot the trading bot that we're trying to set up perfectly to make some gains during the next days, weeks, months, and years. So if you want to join this, please subscribe and come into our Discord channel. And I wish you all Merry Christmas and happy days. So yeah, but I think I will make a new video, but I think this is the last video before Christmas. So thank you very much. Have a nice day. Leave a like, subscribe, write in the comments what you think about it, and we'll see you soon. Bye.